Good morning and welcome to another edition of HPTV News. My name is Lucy Moran.
And I'm Abby Sowen.
Abby, I think we should take time to talk about the attendance.
That's a great idea. Being at school is really important, and having a good attendance is really important.
It really is. After all, we can't learn if we aren't here.
Let's start by finding out why some High Point students and staff feel that it is important to be at school.
Why do you think it's important to come to school every day?
Because you can miss important tests or thing you might need later.
I think it's important because you can miss out on you have to do all that makeup work, and all the other people could do fun stuff and you'll miss out on it.
Why do you think it's important to come to school?
Because there's important learning that you need to learn and it could help you.
Well, if you don't come to school as much, it could affect your adult life, and also it's the law too.
Because you might be taught different ways than other kids will, and other kids will ask you questions about it and you don't know what they're talking about.
Why do you think it's good to come to school every day?
Because then if you have PE and you're doing pacer test, or if you have art, because everyone only has it once a week, then you get to miss out on some of it.
It's important to go because if you don't have a college degree, you can't really go to that much jobs.
Because you would miss out on all the fun.
Those are some excellent reasons why we should try to be at school every day.
There's some times that we shouldn't be at school though, right? Like when we're sick?
Definitely. Let's have our field reporter, Elizabeth, ask Nurse Mary Kate when we should stay home to help keep everyone safe and healthy. So, when's the time that it's good to stay at your house?
So some instances where you would really want to stay home and you need to stay home are if you have a fever, which is a temperature of 100.4 or higher, but also, if you don't quite have that temperature but you are close, I think it's best to stay home. If you're vomiting, and there has been some stomach bugs going around, so this is kind of common. If you're throwing up or vomiting, you definitely need to stay home then too. For at least 24 hours without being sick, that's when you come back. If the doctor says to stay home, you listen to the doctor.
When's the time that even though you may not be feeling 100%, you should still go to school?
So if you have been under the weather, but you're improving, sometimes it's still okay to come to school. So that could be a runny nose or a cough. We could also have a headache, things like that. Everyone's fighting a cold right now. The most important thing we have to keep in mind if you do come to school is keeping each other and ourselves safe, which means we're going to wash our hands a whole lot. Okay, so every time you blow your nose, you're going to wash your hands. When you're coughing, you're going to make sure you really cover your mouth as best you can anytime you're coughing, so your germs are not spreading, and that's how we're going to keep all these colds at bay from spreading to one another.
Thanks, Elizabeth and Nurse Mary Kate. On those days that we have to stay home, we will miss assignments in the classroom. What do we do about that?
It is very important that we make up all the work that we may have missed while out sick. Let's see if our teachers have any suggestions on how to stay on top of that missed work.
So the first thing you can do when you are absent and you return to school is ask your teacher for a list of the assignments that you need to make up. A lot of them will even have something printed out for you, so it's nice and organized. And Michael has another tip for you.
So make sure to check Seesaw for any activities and for to-do.
Hey, and Ruby?
And do everything bit by bit every night.
Dr. Davis, do you have any more tips for missing assignments?
So I think when you miss assignments, it's important to think of those things that you normally do every day at school. So make sure you're studying spelling, sorting your words, spelling them correctly. And I know all teachers want you to read every night. So make sure you're doing those reading assignments like a reading log, or just making sure you're reading for a good 20 minutes every night.
This Friday will be our all-school field trip to the Museum of Science and Industry.
In library class this week, we'll be learning all about special assignments we will have to complete while we're on the field trip.
Please remember to bring a snack to school that you can eat in the morning. We will not be eating lunch until we get back to school, which won't be until around 1:30.
And definitely remember to be on your best behavior because we are representing High Point School.
I'm Tegan. I'm the writer of the week, and this is my acceptance writing. I wrote all the things that make me unique, and I wrote it in a poem, and I made all the things rhyme. I'm unique because my name. It means little poet, and I don't think it's lame.
for tuning in. This has been Evelyn Gallivan,
Elizabeth Wegeson,
Lucy Moran,
and Abby Sound, signing off. Have a wonderful day.
This newscast brought to you by the High Point Media Team.